Hello YouTubers, this is Anthony Mwambazi from Antec Technical Services coming back to you with our short series videos. Today we've just finished installing an 8 kilowatt Deye inverter with two Shoto wall mount batteries and a whopping 4.5 kilowatt peak panels on the roof, 10 panels at 450 watts each. I'm just going to take you through our video quickly. We'll start from here. This is my AC protection box, compliments from SolarWise Africa. So what we've just basically done here is we have our inverter input wires coming into that system to the changeover switch, which is a dial system. It's got a 1 and 2, and utility is 1, and then that's off, and that's inverter 2. And then we've got our SPD to protect the inverter. We've got our input to the inverter thrown in a 40 amp. And I've got my output going to the house. And I've got my 32 on the load side of the inverter. What I've also done, due to comments that we had on YouTube where I was being asked that how do you run DC and AC in the same pipe. So we usually put in a suffix cable, which is a screened cable that will reduce from interference, and it's a self-extinguishing cable. But due to lack of cabling in the country, running out of stock, we're running an armored cable instead. So what we've done, we're putting in a spray pipe. The spray pipe you see here is the cable coming in from the PV, crossing over to the combiner box, which is our DC point here, PV combiner box. I've got my 2 PV fuses in there, surge arrestor, and my isolator to isolate for any work, whatever we're doing. And then down here for my 8 kilowatts, we are using a 250 amp fuse disconnector with 50 millimeter cables in there. And we have our 2 Shoto batteries here connected in parallel, with our dip switch setting for the master slave over there, as you could see that. And then the slave battery also, that's our dip switch setting number 1. And then right along on our screen here, we've just shut down ESCOM to just double check that everything is working. And so my battery is sitting at 72%. I want to check how it's inverting. I click there, and that's my battery. And then I go to my LI BMS to check if there's a BMS communication. Perfect. I escape. I've got my normal button there, and I've got my DC coming in. I click there. That's how much DC we're getting. It's past 5 o'clock, so we don't expect much from the solar. And currently, there we are. And then the load side of the property, pulling in 154. That's coming off the batteries, the 1.39. And I just wanted to emphasize specifically in this specific video that we do the same, is that I've put in this time a spray metal pipe that will, as for the DC side, to isolate it from the AC cabling on the same trunking. And then I've also bridged my inverter output to earth permanently, and I've also clearly marked my cables, as you could see there, the yellow representing a live cable. I put a red tape. I've also clearly marked my blue cable as black according to the South African standards, where we use red and black cable. And practically I just wanted to emphasize on that. And yeah, pretty much everything looks good. And this is Anthony Mwambazi on YouTube. You can catch me on 082 3427 946, 082 3427 946. Well, YouTubers, that's your short video for the weekend in Silverton, Pretoria. Anthony signing out. Goodbye.